Hello there, everyone. Xantok here with Slickster Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. So I've got our character just pulled up here. As you can see, first of all, I did completely repeat the character and play through everything we already did in the first episode in between recordings because I wanted my name to be correct. The apostrophe does not go after the E, it goes after the N. It's not yeah, friend they. It's Yeren Thay. Can't believe I screwed that up when naming the character, because I've had this name in mind for so long. But also just got pulled up here our character sheet. Essentially, it shows our attributes: 15 strength, 38 defense, 62 spell speed. There's a little bit down here that's currently covered up by our chat cover. Average item level 3, which you can also see just like up in here. Item level is basically just like how strong your gear is overall. And at the beginning, it's going to be these piddly little numbers, but eventually it's gonna jump up. Don't you worry. We've also got a little tutorial here thing about armory chests. So I was looking around and I was like, oh, I clicked this to see, just make sure we didn't have anything extra in here. And we do. When did I don't know when we got this. We have an extra ring. But yeah, our armory chest. Let's see here. Since the armory system in Final Fantasy XIV allows you to change your class or job by simply changing the weapon or tool in your main hand, so fucking nice, it is recommended that you always have several sets of gear on hand. However, gear can take up a tremendous amount of space in one's inventory, which is why all adventurers carry an armory chest. All gear purchased, crafted, or found is automatically stored in this chest, leaving your inventory free to fill with other items such as potions, crafting materials, and food. Gear in your armor chest is categorized and sorted by type, and can be equipped or discarded directly from the chest interface. The armory chest can be accessed at any time by selecting character from the main menu, followed by the armory chest, or pressing Ctrl-I, or as I just tend to do, I press C to open up my character, and I just click a slot. Now, there is one thing they said in there that is not going to be accurate for us. They said that equipment will automatically go in the armory chest. There is a setting that we can use, which I have set up. I only set it in between streams. Actually, I should double check and make sure. But the setting makes so that all armor stuff will appear in here in the inventory instead. And I do that for, like, if you're ever rerunning older content, you don't want your armor chest to be filled up with gear that's not going to be relevant to you. That's just crazy. So I think it's going to be character configuration. Probably. Item settings. Oh! No, that didn't get changed to... Oh, boy. I'm going to need to look at my other character to see, like, what all I have changed from the default to copy over here. Oh, dearie. So, here we go. Store all newly obtained items in the armor chest? Nah. It all goes in the inventory, because that's cleaner for me. That said, we do have a second ring, which we can equip, the Ring of Freedom. There, look at that. We got 2 rings now. Our stats just got, we got +1 determination from that. And I think we got that from completing the very first quest, coming to Gridania at the very beginning. I thought we was going to, like, tell us in the quest complete prompt that we would get something, and it didn't. And I think it gives you a different one based on, like, whatever your class is, because from what I can see, I was supposed to get either Ring of Fortitude, Fidelity, Fortune, or Freedom, and we got Freedom. So, that's cool. Now then. We left off last time running through Gridania, learning about the place, helping some people, and now Mother Mion has a new quest for us. To the Bannock. Mion wishes to send an adventurer to the instructor at the Bannock. Yeren Thay, have you visited the Bannock on your wanderings? It is a training ground found just outside the city, where the soldiers of the Order of the Twin Adder are drilled in swordplay and other martial matters. Oh god. I mention this because an acquaintance of mine, a gentleman by the name of Galfred, is an instructor there. And I think you may be of use to him. Go and introduce yourself and find out if there's anything you can do to help. Mind you do not stray far from the path. The 12's Wood is no place for merry strolls through the underbrush. Alright. There's also these two people. What do they want? Derision of Labor. Philistine, a world-weary veteran of many adventures, is looking for an inexperienced young soul to make a delivery on her behalf. Hey boy, you seem unoccupied. You know the Bannock I trust? Fancy taking a bag of basic provisions over there for me? It's not too heavy, mostly filled with dried meats and other bland rations. It's a straightforward job that I'd do with a smile and a spring in my step. If I were 10 years younger. Alas, my tastes have matured, evolved, advanced to a higher level, you might even say. But it's a perfect little task for someone a fresh face like you. Worry not, you'll receive appropriate compensation upon delivery, which you may keep with my blessings. A hard nut to crack. Tadasoso needs someone to return an iron snapple he accidentally took from Tree Speak stables. A lot of crunching sounds. This guy is eating his food, and he actually looks really kind of bored. Maybe a little sad. What? This isn't... I must have mistaken this metal bit for a nut while I was foraging for food in the forest. A spare snaffle misplaced with some sorry soul from Tree Speak stables, I suspect. It was in their vague vicinity that I amassed the majority of my masticable morsels. Well, I've already... and a hefty helping of these here nuts, so I won't be walking for a while. Might I trouble you to take this to Tree Speak stables in my stead? Prior to parting, pray speak to Barnabitant at the at the Yellow Serpent Gate. Listen to what his directions are. You'll be liable to get lost. Wow. Any other quests available? Not here in New Gridania. There might be some in Old Gridania. Which I... Nope. Well, we just gotta go talk to the guy over there. Which we can do. We will warp to the Conjurer's Guild. Seems like the best spot. Snowman. I think it was last year, maybe the year before, during a season event, they accidentally put a decoration where an NPC was. I was like, whoops. So they're just like adding some new stuff. On an errand for that glutton of a Lullafell? Hey, past this gate and to the west you'll find Tree Speak stables. Memory serves. That iron snap of yours looks like the kind they use in chocobo bridles. Bodwin would be the fellow to ask about that, of course. He looks after the chocobos there, you see. Could well be that he has need of that snaffle. Well, into the overworld, I suppose. Mapping the realm, North Shroud. That's for, you know, just... Oh, why am I... Oh, yeah, no, this is the correct map. Oh, God, there's so many more quests. Battle! Right-click on a target to switch to active mode and ready auto attack. Approach, and face the target to start the battle. 2 rotating arrows will appear over the target you are currently attacking. Various actions such as spells and weapon skills, these are Lancer skills that's showing right here, can be performed by clicking the icons located in the hotbar on the bottom of your screen. These actions can also be initiated using the shortcut keys indicated in the upper left-hand corner of each icon. Most actions require magic points to execute. That's false. Is it false? I don't know if I would say the word most. Most of our actions as a conjurer are going to be required magic, in addition to having recast times of various lengths. Detailed information on an action can be viewed by mousing over its icon. Disciples of magic and disciples of war, who specialize in range attacks such as archers, are best suited finding the targets from a distance. The range and radius of an action can also be confirmed in the help window. So, one quick thing you'll notice. These monsters here, all these ground squirrels, which there are a lot of, have a marker above their heads. This is because they are associated with a quest. We have both Way of the Conjurer and another one somewhere that wants us to kill these guys. Little Ladybug has a similar marker, which is a plus icon, because multiple quests. Now, it would be multiple quests, period, but we only see 5 quests here, so only five quests that we can interact with will show up on the map at a time. But if I were to go to Journal and let's say tie a hard note attack into Derision of Labor, just for example. So I click this twice to hide them from the journal list. Now, that didn't change anything. I thought, because 2 quests. Okay, you know what? Maybe I don't know the difference between this icon and this icon. Maybe I don't, and I thought I did. I am just gonna... What the hell? That scroll just died. Somebody else over here, and I don't... What the hell? What is happening? I don't see... Oh, I see. The NPCs doing it whenever they get close. Okay. I guess it's like a tutorial for players, maybe. But right now, as a concept, we have only 3 icons at level 4 that we can do. We have Stone, which also you'll see up in the top right is where the exclamations and the things are. Stone just sort of our simple, basic magic attack. Only does 140 potency, which does not translate to the amount of damage you deal. Arrow is going to be our dot. It does damage over time. And it lasts for 30 seconds, which is pretty nice. And we have Cure to cure ourselves. So, let's start off fighting all these things since we're here as part of our quest. I start off with my dot, and then I'm just going to cast Stone until this world's dead. And we're only going to kill enough of these ground squirrels as it takes for our quests. You can see here we got a pop-up saying, hey, you know, you killed 1 out of 3 and 1 out of 6 for 2 different quests. So, let's just, we'll focus on the squirrels. Then we'll get the ladybug. And then we'll read about experience points, which we really shouldn't have to read, but we will. For the most part, we're only going to be fighting overworld mobs when we have to. We're not going to really use them for grinding, technically. It's more when we gotta use them for quests or other special objectives that I'll talk about later. Alright, the squirrels are all dead. Now let's get the ladybugs, which we need to kill 6 of them as well. Thankfully, these enemies do not aggro on us. Some enemies will, just by walking near them. I hate it. But, you know, that's how games work. Oh, good, we got the Scarlet Oil from a ladybug. Oh, that's right, that's what we need to kill him for. I remember now. For some reason, I thought I only need to get 1. That is not true. Okay, that did mean multiple quests, but the plus symbol is gone. I don't know why I wasn't paying for the ground squirrels. Maybe I would have to, like, leave the map and come back for it to show up. I honestly do not know. Alright, 1 more ladybug. Oh. Wait. Okay, we're attacking the squirrel, I guess. Bonus! Alright, tutorial, what do you want to tell me about? Experience points. In the event multiple solo players attack the same target, the player who attacks first will always receive 100% of the experience points and items dropped. The players who follow will be rewarded based on their contribution to the battle. If you see a fellow player in need of a hand, do not hesitate to lend yours. And binding items. An item you have equipped is now bound to you. It can no longer be traded or put up for sale in the marketplace. This is talking about that Ring of Freedom that we equipped. Most items can be sold and traded freely before they are used for battle. People are here. Hi, people. Most items can be sold and traded freely before they are used in battle, crafting, or gathering. This is true regardless of whether or not they have been equipped. However, performing one of these 3 actions after equipping a new piece of gear will bind the items to you, preventing future trade or sale to other players. But an NPC shop will still purchase bound items. You just can't give them to other real people. Which makes sense. Alright. Let's run around. Can we get up here? See what this quest is up here? I kind of feel like I want to turn in quests first. But no, we can go up here and see what this guy wants. Or whoever they are. A clear sign. Paulmont, a guard at Etat's Spire, seeks a diligent adventurer to scrub clean a pair of begrimed road signs. Oh, you couldn't lend a hand, have you? Well then, you're welcome to a task from my seemingly never-ending list. I'll need you to head west along the road and scrub down 2 of the milestones. I swear by Nafika, those signs accumulate dirt and grime with almost unnatural haste. Speak with Quadajana at Tree Speak Stable to see to them. She'll be glad to hear the milestones are clean. For the next 3 bells, at least. Is next 3 bells like the next 3 watches? The next 3 nights? I'm assuming that's the next 3 nights. Man, pronouncing these names is going to be a thing. Oh, I forgot to mention, in between episodes, I did, like I said, and I have carried over my UI that I was working on with Murgathor. Actually, that's where I was trying to figure out how my new UI was going to look. So everything looks different now compared to the last episode. There might still be things that get changed over as we play through the game, and I learn what works and what doesn't, but for now, this is how it's all going to look. Where's that damn thing gone this time? Huh? Oh, I ain't looking for a chocobo, though one of the birds is becoming a proper bloody handful. No, it's the snaffle for her bridle that I'm after. Pucker's gone and vanished, see? Our snaffles are made special, see? To fit each chocobo's beak. So replacing even a tiny snaffle like the one in your... Well, bugger me, is that... Aye, there's the self-same one that we lost. But why is it so sticky and... Are these teeth marks? Listen, man, if you need food, go in town. Stranger, I don't know what foul beast gob you found this in. What providence delivered ye, the hero that slew it, to me here today? But ye have my deepest thanks. With this here snaffle, I can finally get back to trading that yellow-feathered menace of mine. Take this with my thanks. Alright, with the option of either Hempen Tabard, Hempen Half-Rope, or money. We can't equip either of these, but the one that we could equip... Oh, actually, this is strength... Wait, hold on. It's intelligence +1 and mind +1. Which is better than our default Vera harness. So we'll go ahead and take the Hempen Half-Robe. We just can't equip it until we hit level 5. Speaking of... Oh, right. So what I can... Oh, I had to bring it in here. So there's a few different ways that you can do gear. I'm just going to show one from now. We'll show more things as we get through. But from my inventory, I can just pick it up and directly place it here. And now we're wearing a Hempen Half-Robe. And if you're wondering what these little circles mean, if I had dye, buckets of paint, I could change the color. Which... Oh, I can't even do the preview for that because I haven't even unlocked the ability to dye things. Eventually. Jumping at shadows. Baldwin is looking for an adventurer to help with a pest problem. If you got a mind to make yourself useful, why don't you call some Mightlings for us? We trade a lot of chocobos here, see, and the youngest go wild when they get a sniff of a Mightling. Some even throw their bloomin' riders. Let me tell you, it ain't easy trading a chocobo when she drops you on your head every time she sees a shadow. We've been getting nowhere with the birds lately. If you could rid us of a few Mightlings, we'd be in your debt. I could do that. I also need to find where the Funguar are. We haven't seen them yet. The nose knows. Vione is searching for an adventurer to deliver an item. If you want the work, I have need of an adventurer willing to clear his hand. Hmm? Oh, no. I speak not of dark thief. I mean only to have you deliver something. I myself would not dare venture deep into the 12's wood, but you seem more than capable of defending yourself. My colleague Jillian will furnish you with an item in question and provide all the necessary directions. It should be somewhere behind the stables, supervising the field hands. Somewhere behind the stables. Well, we know it's generally over here. I also moved my sprite and our teleport step, or sprint rather, down here so they're away from my combat actions. Well, I'll be. Bjorn actually found someone willing to lend a hand. Grab one of them burlap sacks over yonder atop the crate, aye? Tain't the most convenient location to be sure, but where else can we store that stinking shite? Nowhere a visiting customer might catch a whiff, that's for sure. Deliver to Nolanel, then at Blessed Bud. That's west of here, in case you were wondering. Seems our conjurer friend takes his gardening pretty bloomin' seriously. I'm not sure it's referring to me. I don't think she's referring to me. Where's that other mouse that I have to clean up? Is that this one? No. Okay, it's over there. Whee! There is fall damage, but as long as you're not in combat, you cannot be hurt. Or you cannot die. Let's go with these Mightlings. We need to kill 6 of them. Also, I am sorry for that sound that appears whenever I click. But I can't do the action yet because I'm on a timer. I will turn that setting off. Oh, the Heaven Heifer was down on me. I was like, what is that sound? How do I do that? Actually, I think it might be like under sound settings. I shouldn't be, no, it wouldn't be system configuration. I like to turn a lot of these like extra sound effects off because like I don't mind them when I'm just playing on my own, but when we're recording, it's just very annoying. Maybe it's kind of good. I've had it on for my other stuff the whole time. Sound settings. Let's take a look here. Oh. You know, I'm going to look into it another time. I will try not to be annoying about it. And I'll just look it up in between. I don't want to spend too much of our precious time going through menus. That can happen afterwards. Oh, I've already used up all of our rested experience points. Nice. It's been... How long has it been since the last episode when I recorded it? Not quite 24 hours. But somewhere around there. And then I immediately jumped in the next episode. I would have if I had the time. But I didn't. I honestly don't like... Not only do I not know how often the uploading schedule of this game is going to be, I don't know how often its recording schedule is going to be. I know at least for right now, I want to try to get level 15 before the Christmas event ends. But I've got a couple weeks to do that. We'll see how it goes. Ugh, that odor. Is that what I think it is? Yep, it's poop. Praise be to the elementals. I cannot thank you enough for your kindness. This bounty of chocobo manure shall nourish the plants and ensure their continued growth. Please relay my sincerest thanks to Vion upon your return to Treespeak Stables. And a word of advice. Wash your hands quickly, lest the cloying stench of feces linger. Ew. Thank you. Also, you'll... Actually, maybe not. I thought we had the same cloak or robe, but we do not. Alright, I think I do... I want to go finish the clear sign first. I'm going to run back. Because I think the turn-in for a clear sign will also be... oh god! Uh-oh. Those are enemies that will aggro on me. Luckily, okay, I'm out of their range. That many level 5 enemies probably would have killed us. If it was just one, it would have been fine. I was not even thinking about it because I don't really have to worry about it with my main character. So I just was just like, straight path, we're fine. Oh dear. Yeah, we got some monkeys. Those were the Ixal. That's what attacked our caravan when we were on our way to Gridania. It's a tree. Bad, evil, moving trees. What's that? You've been cleaning Mom's stones? Why, thank you. With all the chores I need doing around here, I was afraid they would be left to get even filthier. Not just that they're an eyesore, by the way. In that state, the creatures around here want to lay their eggs on them. As to why, well, I can only assume that preferred nesting trees are in short supply these days. Be that as it may, we can't have monsters hatching from roadside signs. These paths are dangerous enough as it is. Perhaps a sprinkling of sting brew would keep the beasts away. Death to the bean thieves! Gridania at Treespeak Stables needs someone to slay Opos and recover property stolen from Hyrstmill. Did you hear about the meta of Hyrstmill? Apparently, Opos crept into her stores and made off with her muntoy beans? Ordinarily, Opos wouldn't go near them, but with their foul odor and even fouler taste, my food has become scarce of late. Truth be told, a good many of us are glad to be rid of the stench. Still, I can't stand to see the meta so dispirited. Would you track down those thieving Opos and recover the muntoy beans? I'm told 6 bags are taken all told. The meta is well respected by all the women of Hyrstmill, so it would do you well to earn her favor. So, be polite, smile, and don't interrupt if she goes off on one of her tangents. Hyrstmill lies just to the north of here. We're like to run into Opos on the way. With luck, I may even encounter the bean thieves themselves. Oh, we will. Welcome back, friend. I gather from that smell that the task is complete. Oh my, did I neglect to inform you of the sack's contents? I cannot apologize enough. That would certainly explain why you agreed to help when countless others turned their noses up at the idea, so to speak. Well, what's done is done. Please accept this for your troubles, along with my thanks. Thank you for your help. We can finally get back to training the young birds. Chocobos are skittish by nature, see, and training them takes a deal of patience. It don't make the task any easier that soldiers and adventurers tend to ride them toward danger rather than away from it. Anyway, we're grateful for the help. There's a small token of our gratitude. And we are already level 6. Oh god, he has another quest. The valued Vilekin. Bond when seeking adventure to make a delivery. Oh, you haven't forgotten how you helped us out with the Mightlands. Speaking of which, you've got a bit of time to spare. Can I trouble you to gather some aphids? You can find them living in the tangled undergrowth near Blessed Bud, but don't be surprised if their presence attracts a starving ladybug or two. They're rather fond of the wee Vilekin, you see. When you've gathered the aphids, deliver them to Captain Guthrie over at Etat Spire, and tell him Treespeak Stables sends its regards. Oh, we're going to learn about something else over there, too. Oh, boy! Okay, note to myself, be careful about where enemies are. Especially if they're higher level than us. Okay, so, we have joined what's called a fate. We're not going to do the fate. Actually, you know what? We might just to learn about it. This is called the Fate system. Fate is short for Full Active Time Event. These public quests occur periodically in real time around Eorzea, and anyone can participate by simply showing up before one ends. When you sense a fate nearby, a message will appear on your screen and the location will be displayed on your maps. The type of fate in progress can be identified by its map icon. Mousing over the icon will display the fate title. You will automatically join a fate the moment you cross the event threshold. At this time, the fate title, objectives, and time remaining will appear in your duty list. If you are several levels higher than the recommended level, a level sync button will appear in your duty list. Press the button to automatically lower the level so you can participate and receive rewards. We are not going to be doing many of these fates, at least not on screen. Thankfully, none have to be done for the main story. There's at least one that has to be precise, so I don't remember if there's any more. But since we're here, this one is simple. This is for, oh god, he started me. This is the breaking button. Troublemaking Oppo have expanded their territory slightly too close to the Blessed Bud. Blood of their noses a bit to ensure they keep their distance. So it's just kill the Oppo. That's it. Pretty simple. They will continuously respawn. And I mean, we're level 6, they're level 2. That's gonna be cake. We just gotta not accidentally attack the level 12 tree. That would be bad. Also, even if there's another enemy nearby that has like the same name, only the ones that have this symbol next to them are the ones that count for the fate. So don't attack anything else. Especially if you're level synced and the minis around are higher level than that sync. It's annoying. We're getting some item drops out of this, so animal skins. We'll be able to sell those. Possibly use the... Oh, yeah, darn it. My targeting automatically put me on the Mightling. It is a setting that I have enabled so that if I don't currently have something targeted, but I press an attack, it will find the nearest enemy in range and just have me automatically attack that one. It's nice in dungeons. A little dangerous here. When I only have so many tools to help myself out. One thing I really do not like about Fates is the fact that you are automatically entered into them once you cross the threshold, which is this blue ring on the minimap. Or not the minimap, but the... well, I guess both maps. I think you should have to opt into a Fate no matter what. Just my personal opinion. Okay, I think this will be the last one that I need to kill. Ah, yes, there we go. Sadly, those didn't count for our quest about having to slay up Oppos to get the beans. But it's fine. Fate rewards! Once the fate is complete, a window detailing your reward will be displayed. Rewards are distributed to all event participants and are based not only on success, but on individual contributions. There's an Oppo... Okay, no, he was trying to despawn because he was from that fate. The more active you are in completing event objectives, the greater your contribution will be deemed. Contribution is indicated via the gold, silver, or bronze medal that appears in your reward window. Oh... Okay, nobody. Computer made it sound. Don't worry about it. This is the quest marker. I meant to say something before I interact with it. Oh wow, it's level 7. When we have a quest marker that's like that purple aura like that, that tells you that you can interact with this, but you are going to have a battle as part of the quest. Kind of a warning. Although sometimes they don't show you that pearl mist and you'll still have a battle. Rare. But it happens, and it annoys me. Where's our... Oh, here we go. Now I can interact with this. And we've got the aphids, which we'll deliver over here, near where the Oppo are. I almost said monkey. I was like, wait, no, let's use proper words. God, I wish I knew where those fungi were. I think they're in... They're in another place. They're in, like, past another place where I can exit from Gridania to. Because from Gridania, I can exit to not only here the North Shroud, which is where we're at, but another section as well. Let me... I click here, old Gridania, I can see the map. Yeah, from here I can go to the North Shroud. That wouldn't be the one I'd be using. Central Shroud, that's the other one. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's where the Thungwar are. I need to go from New Gridania to the Central Shroud to find them. We'll probably just go... We'll get to the Bannock, then we'll worry about that. Which the Bannock is... Wait, is the Bannock also in Central Shroud? Am I in the wrong place for the main story? I think I am. Why did I go this way? Just because that's where the gate was. Well. Oh well. It's fine. We'll get over to the correct side. After I complete what we're currently working on with these couple quests. I don't know if I'll go all the way up here. We might save those. Oh god, these monkeys are level 9. I'm fighting level 9 Oppos. Cure. I didn't even realize that they were so much higher level. I mean, we're getting more experience out of killing them. If I was to accidentally try to target 2 of these things, they would, where they both are attacking me, we would be in some serious trouble. I like that our spell as a conjurer, which is the precursor to white mage, our basic attacking spell is throwing rocks. Of course, conjuring is about, you know, elements, like elements of nature. Not your typical black magic type of elements. So it's not fire, blizzard, thunder. It's earth, wind, water. I think Q was considered a part of the water, I guess. That might not be accurate. I might be misremembering. I'm not a conjurer white mage main. I'm a DPS guy. We are getting a chain bonus right now from killing the same enemy. I don't know if it has to be the same enemy back to back or just like enemies back to back. I feel like it's the same enemy. So we're getting a little bit of a boost, which is nice. I would like healing. Oh, we were hurt there. Our MP is barely taking a hit. Oh, no, 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 no! Oh, I accidentally targeted the Midge Swarm. That's the wrong thing. Come on, Yeren. You can fight the swarm of bugs. It feels like they're hitting harder than the Oppos do. Alright, last monkey. Okay, how do I get to where he is? Okay, just keep going. There we go. Up here. What's that? Do you have something for me? Sure do. Have some aphids. Ah, aphids from Godwin. That is indeed a blessing. Well, you said we've heard aphids, you ask? Why, they're oil, of course. There is not better for maintaining our weapons. Were it not for your timely delivery, I would have been forced to send a sentry to replenish our dwindling supplies. Let's thank Bodwin personally. Thanks to you as well, friend. Darn it, there's more quests. Oh, the Bean Feast one is up there. Alright. It's a level... Okay, we are level 7. No quarter given. Gwithrit wishes to enlist the services of an adventurer in their fight against the Ixal. Ah, Yerinthe. Just the fellow. Your efforts on behalf of Tree Speak Stables mark you out as a genuine talent. If you have confidence in your battlecraft, mayhap you would agree to help us in our fight against the Ixal. According to reports, Ixali's scouts have been sighted by the river, due west of here, though that area is uninhabited. It borders Tree Speak Stables and Blessed Bud. We mean to drive them out before they can threaten our people. If several of their scouting parties were to be summarily dispatched, might give their leaders cause to doubt the wisdom of their plan. Slay 2 Ixali Dull Talons, 2 Ixali Lost Wings, and 2 Ixali Slowbeaks. Show them the price they must pay for setting foot in our territory. Alright, fine. Rolling because we're already 2 levels higher than them. Woo! Ball damage! Alright. It's these guys. They tried to kill us once, now it's their turn to die. Ooh! This is an AoE marker. If you see orange on the ground, get out. Orange is never good. Nope, not the ladybug. Alright. We're killing a ladybug real quick. Alright, once I kill the Slothful, we just need to kill 2 Slowbeak. There's one way back there. Oh. Generally speaking, if I try to move while in the middle of the cast, like that, it'll be interrupted. But if it's late enough in the cast cycle, then it's what they call slide casting, and you can move around. Because your cast is done, quote unquote, it's just not been released. So like about there, I was able to cast and move. And Adulton has targeted me, so I'm just going to kill the Slowbeak. Okay, our Dot took care of him. Let's kill the Dull Talon. Alright. Let's go back to him. There he is. It was bloody work, but it had to be done. Your service to Gridania will not be forgotten. Thanks to you, we now have time to plot our next move. We can muster our forces to take the battle to the Birdmen, or consolidate our defenses before they return. We must needs consult with the commander. Alright, we got a turn in up here. I'm not sure what level the monster the enemies are going to be. If they're not aggro and they're not like much higher than us, we'll go past them. Otherwise, we'll deal with this whole section later. I definitely don't plan to accept the quests here right now. I mean, I could. Maybe I should, actually. It's the last side quests that can be done here right now. And then we'll go back to do any turns when we need to do Gridania proper, and then head over to the Central Shot. Oh, right! Yes! Oh, doesn't do anything yet. Eventually, at one point, we'll be able to talk to Chocobo Keeps. At level 10, we can get Chocobo ports, which will take us in real time from one station to another. We just gotta get chill. Gotta get to level 10 first. We won't be doing that too often, but I will show that off at least once. I suppose there's nothing to be done. Oh, what's that, young man? You have something for me? I sure do. I have some beans. My missing bags of Muntuai beans. But how? You didn't track down those wretched Opos, did you? I'd all but given up hope before you arrived. With these beans, I can make enough Muntuai tonic for everyone in Hyrstmill. As long as I have enough micro-chew leaflets to flavor it, there should be no complaints. Speaking of which, my son drank unflavored Muntuai tonic the other day. One of his friends challenged him to do it, he said. And do you know what? He drained the whole cup in one great gulp, without making so much of a face. Oh, he grows stronger and braver by the day. Nay, the very hour. Either that, or my secret recipe is rather more delicious than I imagined. Now that I think about it, a good many people have described the taste as unforgettable. Doing that got us a food item. John Terrell sauce. If we eat this, then for 30 minutes, we will get the stat bonuses of +1 determination, vitality, and direct hit rate, but more importantly, +3 experience points. I don't tend to use these much. I think I'd rather save it for like when I need to grind experience, and right now I don't need to do that. Let's just pick up the other quests that are here. Drink your beans, dear. The meta needs someone to gather micro-chew leaflets for her cooking. Oh dear, if I'm to make this much Muntuai tonic, I'll need far more micro-chew leaflets. Young man, would you be so kind as to fetch me 4 leaflets from the micro-chews outside the hamlet? I'm whipping up a fresh batch of Muntuai tonic, you see. Oh, it's a lovely drink, absolutely bursting with nutrients and goodness. I'll have you know, I always drink at least 1 cup a day. Alas, few people share my passion for healthy living. Truth be told, most won't touch the stuff. Not unless you have micro-chew leaflets, anyway. Apparently the taste and the smell are too distracting or some such nonsense. Oh, but listening to me prattling on like an Ishgardian priest, I shall stop talking and start stirring. Well, don't just stand there, dear. Run along and fetch me those leaves. This batch will be ready soon, and it'd be such a shame if no one could drink it but me. Yeah, I'll get him. A Glim Harvest. Linyev, a quartermaster at Hyrstmill, is an adventurer to bring her a glim shroom, a variety of brightly glowing fungus. You have the look of an adventurer. Adventurers love little tasks, do they not? Well, I need you to head to the forest and pick a glim shroom for me. You just skipped through it entirely accidentally. Well, don't you worry. You may not have the faintest idea what they look like, but I can tell you that you can find them somewhat southwest of Peace Garden. They'll probably be pretty obvious looking, or with a MMO icon indicator of some sort. It'll be fine. But do not only pick the first one you come across. The brightest glowing mushroom you can find, if you please. Well, yes, I would love to be able to harvest glim shrooms for myself, but there's a small matter of Ixali's scouts. Not terribly friendly. Those chaps? Well, off you go then. Oh, goody. Some Opos are invading. It's a fate. It'll be fine. Oh! What? Okay. He aggroed elsewhere. This is why I don't like the fact that you automatically are entered into one. Because here I am trying to just do my questing in a town, and they want to kill me. I'm not a fan of that. Hematophagic harassment. Eadbert is testing adventurers by asking them to slay midge swarms. Ain't seen your face around here before. It's my sworn duty to keep the peace in Hyrstmill and protect her from them as would do her people harm. If you mean to stay for a spell, you'll have to prove you can be trusted. I am trying to quest here, monkey. I was in a large community, and we've hardly any fighting folk. There's always a need for battle-savvy types. with all these beasties lurking about. As it happens, we've been suffering from an outbreak of midges of late. The buggers are driving their patrols to distraction. Now, if you were to exterminate, say, half a dozen swarms, we'd know you for a friend. It's always 6. It's 6 of this and 6 of that, except for here where it's like, hey, get 4 leaves. So, right now we need to kill 4 microchews, 6 mid-swarms, and then we gotta find, deal with the mushrooms which are gonna be near the Exol. Getting more items. Beastkin blood. Pretty much most of the stuff that we're going to be getting from random monsters is going to be the stuff that you would do for crafting. I'm not going to worry about it. We can just sell it. I might hold on to things like until our inventory is full. I don't really know. We'll see how our inventory gets. Because eventually, we're going to get to a point where I am going to start leveling our crafters. And I might need some of that stuff. And I could just kill monsters to get it. Or I could just hold on to things and not need to do extra grinding later. We'll see. Like I said last time, this is going to be in a very experimental Let's Play. Oh, God. It should be interesting, though. Alright, no more Ochus or Microchews. Still gonna kill more mid swarms though. Alright, I'd also like to cast Cure. There is some passive healing outside of battle, but Cure is faster. And instead of just waiting around for the next one, we're just going to keep moving towards the other quest marker. And we'll kill any that are on the way. Which will probably be those 2. Right there. The orange circle tells me where some can be found, but it does not tell you that they are only found there. Because as we can see, like, those ones further down the road, they're probably outside of this orange circle. Actually, they might not be. This is a bad example. Oh, no. Definitely are. Definitely outside of the circle. See, look. I'm not crazy. Maybe a little. I'm crazy to have the idea to record a Let's Play of as much story content as possible of an MMO. To that regards, I am bleeding insane. But it's fun. It will hopefully be a fun time. Part of the reason why I wanted to do this, it's kind of twofold. One, I wanted to be able to show people this game who, for whatever reason, aren't going to play it themselves. Well, not for whatever reason. There's several reasons why you wouldn't want to play this game. MMOs are a very big commitment. There is so much you got to do with it. So much content, so much time that you have to invest. And that's daunting. 2, some people might not like the gameplay, and that's also very understandable. Most MMOs, I don't like the gameplay or the UI for. This game is like the sweet spot of what I want to do. So I'm very thankful for it. Oh, this is a boss fate. Oh no! It is level 8. We're level 7. It's a boss. We are not fighting Kurupira. Maybe at a later time. That is not today. Let's turn in these quests. You have done us a kindness and proven yourself capable besides. Take this with Hyrstmill's thanks. Oh, before you go, I thought of something else you could do for us. Dang it. Oh, roll actions. Oh, we learned the roll action repose. That's why. You have learned a roll action. Roll actions are spells and weapon skills that are assigned to all of the classes within our role. Tank, melee DPS, range DPS, caster DPS, not listed here for some reason, and healers, rather than a specific class. Role actions are learned in the same manner as class actions, via leveling, but only need to be learned once to be able to use them with all participating classes within a role. The role section has been added to actions and traits found under character in the main menu. Selecting it will display the role actions you've learned. We learned Repose. It puts targets to sleep. That will not be used very much. I'm going to be moving it out of the way. Harriers of the Hedge Tree. Ebert needs someone to investigate the area surrounding the hedge tree. Where is that? Would you mind going to the hedge tree and seeing that all's well? Since ancient times, the tree has guarded these woods with her holy presence. Lately, though, we've been hearing reports of Ixo pecking around in her vicinity. No more than scouts, I'd wager, but if they were to lay their filthy hands on the hedge tree, well, it don't bear thinking about. So it'd be much obliged if you'd head southeast to the hedge tree and see that no harm has come to her. Oh, and if you chance to encounter any Ixo, send them packing. Be warned, though, the birdmen ain't like to take their leave without a fight. Make sure you go well prepared and keep your eyes peeled, alright? Can do after we turn in other things. I'm assuming there's not even more to accept, which there might be. Were you able to find the glimshrooms? I sure was. Ah, would you look at that glow? Perfect. This soap makes a potent remedy for the creeping death. Foresaw the obvious question. The creeping death of the deadly plague that once ravaged the Huron population of Gridania. Though it can now be cured through simple conjuring, it doesn't hurt to have a steady supply of the medicine. After all, out here in Hyrstmill, we cannot always rely on a conjurer to be on hand whenever a youngling coughs. Thank the matron for wandering adventures, though, Wait, aren't you a conjurer? Wait, hold on. Stay forever. No. Oh. Ah, you're back. Did you manage to find the microchip leaflets I asked for? I sure did. Let's see. Yep, that's 4 all right. Ah, and such a lovely scent. Now, you gathered only the 4 I asked for, and not one more, yes? Oh, I know I shouldn't have to ask, but these days more and more people get to take only what they need. If we're to live in harmony with the wood, we must respect life. Remember what it means to take it. Never be wasteful. Know the value of life, and know the value of our time here in this world. That's why I always live my life to the fullest, wasting nary a moment and nary a word. Nay, not so much as a single one. Remember, if you mean to remain within the 12th wood, you must be ever mindful to show respect and gratitude to the forest and to the elementals. You know, you remind me of my son. He's a good boy, but sometimes forgets what it means to be Gridanian. Why, just the other day, I caught him and his friends throwing Muntai beans at each other. Needless to say, I was terribly cross. Why wouldn't I be? All set to give them a memorable scolding when I noticed that they were playing in teams and that my son was leading the winners. Oh, I know I shouldn't have been proud, but when I saw the way he marshaled his troops, by which I mean his friends, it was so clear to me that he was a born leader. Oh, where was I? Oh, yes. You see, later that day, I was cooking dinner and he, quite without prompting, offered to wash the vegetables. He's such a good boy, you know. Alright, this time we have to choose either a hard leather pot helm, which we cannot equip because that takes a Disciple of War, ether, or money. Now, eventually, I will be leveling these other classes that would want level 8 Disciple of War gear, but I'm not going to worry about their gear for right now. We're going to take the money. Because we also don't need either. Not really. I'll talk about the reasons why I wanted to record this game and make it a whole big old Let's Play. Part 1 being because I wanted to be able to... I wanted to allow people to experience the game who can't or don't want to play it on their own. The other reason is for me. I want to go back to this again. I've been playing the game for about 2.5 years at this point. I am all caught up with the story. I've done a vast majority of the content. But now that I know all the things I do, I want to go back and see older stuff again to see what I missed the first time around and what hints for the future there are. I think it's a fun idea. Alright, let's check the head tree. I think it was gonna be a fight. Where is it? There you are. Like I said to the Nixali scout, it was like, okay, where? I do not see. Oh! He stunned me! He's a paladin! Well, a gladiator. Gladiators become paladins. Alright. Let's go report in. Hello, level 17 tree and sapling. Please don't aggro me. I know you won't because you don't have the aggro symbol next to your name. But still, please. That person was flying. Does that mean we can fly? Eventually, we will be able to fly. They had a nice wolf. We might not get that mount with this character. I'll talk about it when we get to that point, though. Slew an Ixo, did you? Ha! Bloody birds will think twice before coming near our hamlet. The Ixo once stored the 12's wood, you know. But long ago, they woke the Green Wrath and were driven out. Needless to say, they weren't best pleased when us Gridanians took their place here. In fact, it's none other than this resentment what kindled their hatred for us. But I expect I'm boring you. By defending the head tree, you've once more proven yourself a friend to Hyrstmill. If you can spare a moment, I ask that you speak with others in the hamlet. Many of us here could use a hand, and I can think of none better to assist them. Oh god, is that going to unlock more quests here? I kind of hope not. I would like to move on. Hi, Ameria. Alright. So, the other thing I can do for equipping stuff is I can, first of all, I'm going to right-click this, the boots. I'm going to select place in armory chest. Now, I go to the boots. It opens up my armory chest, and I can just drag it from here and equip them. Look at that. We're getting places. The kindness of strangers. Ameria of Hyrstmill is deeply troubled, and could do with the aid of a kindly adventurer. Pardon me, good sir. Might you be the adventurer of whom Eadbert speaks so highly? If you could but spare a moment. Oh, I see we're accidentally clicking through text again. Oh dear. Something about sparkling jewels and fine silks, for which a prouder maid than I would surely swoon, all from an anonymous admirer. Naturally, I was flattered, but I knew nothing of my mysterious benefactor, and so I endeavored to seek him out, only to discover that he is none other than Eadbert, an infamous rogue wanted for countless robberies in Gridania. I realized now that all of his presents were taken from others, and I have unwittingly won the affections of a dangerous criminal. But that's not all. With his latest gift came a request. He insists that we meet in the woods outside of Hyrstmill, where he intends to present me with his most precious gift. I am at a loss. I beg of you, good sir. Will you not go in my stead? I only wish to be left in peace. I fear a man such as he may be driven to violence when made to hear such words. I pray no harm comes to you. So, piecing that together, this lady was getting gifts from a suitor, thinking, oh, well, this is really nice. Only to find out that he's a well-known thief and definitely stole it all. And now she's concerned for her safety. Honestly? Fair. It kind of sounds like a bad dude. You hear a man cry out in rage. Oh, Eadbert the Lost! Oh, get out of that. Oh no, I've been slowed down. My cooldowns are now slower. Goodbye, Eadbert. I have killed him. Or possibly just knocked him out. Either way, he's not going to be a problem anymore. All for naught. I get thanks that you're unharmed at least. A letter? From me? Oh no, is it actually gonna be like something good? My dearest Emeria, I pray this letter finds you well. I know my gifts were sudden and many, but I hope they were to your liking. Seeing you in the first summit of your womanhood, I could restrain myself no longer. My thoughts have been only of you these past many moons, of what gifts might bring you happiness. Yet to see you smile from afar is not nearly enough. I long to live together with you at a Hyrstmill, and nothing would bring me greater joy. I will give you a grand garden, filled with the white chamomile you love so. But such dreams can never come true. My crimes are known, and will never be forgiven. The most I can hope for is for you to know my heart. That will grant me a measure of peace. And so, if it does not cause you distress, I would write to you again. Yours ever, Aelbert. Oh no. I feel like we're the bad guy. Thank you for bringing me this letter, Yerinthe, his most precious gift. I understand now. But how did he know my favorite flower? Is Aelbert? No. No, it can't be. Anyway, we must return the presents to their rightful owners. I know it will not erase this, Aelbert's sins, but perhaps the 12 will view him more kindly. Forgive me this final request, but could you go to Gridania and speak with the woman named Mione? You should find her in the Carline Canopy. Tell her of all that transpired here today. She'll know what to do. I sure can. I feel bad. Let's go back to Gridania. We gotta turn that one in, and we got a couple of things that we can report in Gridania. Alright. Secret path. A message from a Mary of Hyrstmill, you say? I see. Oh, Aelbert, you fool. I'll deal with the stolen goods, worry not. Yes, I know the boy, and his family. He once lived in this very town. One day he stole a handful of chamomile seeds from an influential market in the ebony stalls. You see, this boy had a sister, and chamomile was her favorite flower. Oh no, it got worse. Seeking only to make his sister happy, I doubt he grasped the gravity of his act. Regardless, his parents felt that he had brought terrible shame to the family, and so they disowned him. Cast out of hearth and home, he grew desperate, and those who think only of survival think little of law. A common enough tale, perhaps, but no less tragic for it. And now, you know the truth. The sister Aelbert loved so dearly is Emeria. Emeria was too young to remember when Aelbert left, so her parents decided to conceal his existence. However, word of the boy's banishment soon spread, and her parents were forced into the Hyrstmill to maintain the fiction. By now, Emeria surely heard rumors of her long-lost brother, and though a gentle girl like her would never question her parents' honesty, and whatever faint memories she once may have had, are long gone. But Aelbert had never forgotten Emeria. Despite the danger, I suspect he now keeps close to Gridania, refusing to leave his beloved sister a second time. I'll send Emeria some chamomile seeds by way of thanks for helping us to recover the stolen goods. If only it were as simple as returning them to their rightful owners. Sadly, Aelbert's crimes will not be so easily forgiven. But perhaps by the time these seeds have sprouted and their flowers bloomed, he will have found a new path. I really hope we didn't kill him. Oh god, I feel horrible. Alright, the third way that we can equip gear. We're going to put those, that gear we just put in our armory chest, and I'm going to click this button here called Recommended Gear. And it will tell me, hey, do you have anything not equipped that's better than what you have equipped? You do. And then click Equip, and it does it. Huzzah. Now, I will warn you, that is not 100% accurate, especially in the times of our Realm Reborn. There are 3 little munchkins here. I am suddenly terrified for my kneecaps. Oh god, what if I had a pony stick at my kneecaps? We're getting out of here. But yeah, I actually really hope we didn't kill him. I don't think we did. I'm pretty sure. But I really hope he's alive. Oh god, I feel terrible. Okay, there is one quest up here that we can turn in. It's over here by the Lancers. Almost level 9 already. We've done a lot of leveling today. It's only been a bit over an hour. Quests are great for leveling. Don't let people tell you otherwise. It might not be as good in later expansions, like just like side quest wise, but it still is a big help. It gets you some. The scrolls are dealt with then. Very good. I'm pleased to see you have proven yourself useful. What's that? You wonder what happened to adventurers who failed to complete such trifling tasks? They die. Why, such sluggards soon find there is no place for them within the city. And where do they end up after leaving Gridania? Well, you shall hear the truth of that before long. They probably become bandits. Alright, so we're just gonna ward the Blue Badger Gate and get to the Central Shroud. Finally, we can kill Thungwars. Map of the Realm! Central Shroud. Hell yes. And yeah, there were also ground squirrels and little ladybugs here. So we could have killed all three just right here. Gosh darn it. But that is what I want to do first, is the Thungwars. Is there anything else? Okay, there are some other quests we can turn in here. I think a new one there too. I'm probably turning in the main story when we'll unlock more stuff here. That'd be my assumption. Thungwar! Sometimes a small mushroom, sometimes a big mushroom. Either way, it's the same creature. We gotta kill 6 of them. Thankfully, there's a lot of them right here. I probably could have canceled the cats and ladybug, but I was like, screw it. Ha, there we go. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and go over this way. I was thinking about going back to Gridania again to turn in our class quest for Conjurer, but we're gonna see what's over here first. Oops. A delivery, eh? And you're certain that you weren't followed? I think so. Yes, that's what I requested. Range. I was expecting someone with rather more experience. I usually balk at such outrageous famous to product delivery. Honestly, I'm amazed you made it this far. These woods are teeming with anoles and other nasties ready to make a quick meal of the unprepared. I commend your bravery and thank you for your trouble. Here, take the remainder of the fee. I should be very happy to employ you again. Wait, did you see that? It looks like an anole. Quickly, go before you bring it here and get us all killed. What? Okay, hip and tights. We just got a leg piece. Is this better than what we had just gotten? This is actually worse. So in that case, I don't want it. I want the money. Greetings, Yernfe. Mion sent a word to expect you. My name is Galfred, and I'm responsible for training our twin adder recruits. I thank you for volunteering your assistance. The 12th Sword has much changed since the calamitous arrival of the 7th Umbral era 5 years ago. The power of the elemental wanes, and the harmony of the forest gives way to chaos. A great abundance of life has been lost as a strong run rampant, stifling the weak and the new sprung. Though it may not appear to be so to the eyes of an outsider, the 12th Wood is ailing, its once rich variety a fading memory. For the citizens of Gridania, the restoration of the forest is a sacred duty, and it is my hope that adventurers such as you will offer to aid them in their struggle. Listen to their requests and do all that you can. May the elementals bless your endeavors, Yerenthe Xantok. This is also worse than what we already got from the other place. Ha! But you know what? That's okay. We can also do trials to see what it looks like. Oh god, we are very pale. Jesus. We almost look like sickly. I do like how those look, but we won't be keeping them. That's one thing I can do. Is like I can keep things later on. We'll be able to like, turn them into what is called glamour, which like make our outfits look like things. But while I'll do that to a degree, I'm not gonna like super stress it. Bum, ba-dum. Passing muster. Galfred, chief instructor at the Bannock, wishes to inspect your equipment and thereby gauge your readiness for future missions. I see you're eager to lend a hand here and there. That is well. But I cannot in good conscience send you into the forest until I have established that your equipment is equal to the task. It bears repeating that in the 5 years since the dawn of the 7th Umbral era, many of the 12-foot creatures have transformed to vicious, bloodthirsty monsters. Venturing into the forest with the proper gear is tantamount to suicide. I suggest you take some time to evaluate your equipment. Once you deem your armor to be of sufficient quality, present yourself to me for inspection. Equip your head, body, hands, legs, and feet with gear of item level 5 or above before returning to speak with Galfred. You can view, equip, and remove gear by either selecting character under character from the main menu or by pressing C on your keyboard. You equip an item, first select the desired slot, and this will open your armor chest from which you can select the item you wish to equip. Finally, from the sub-command menu, select equip to put on the gear. We talked about that a little already, but let's see here. Oh, it's because we don't have a headpiece. With the others we all have, it's just we don't have a headpiece yet. We're going to have to do that from a side quest, maybe one of these two. Idle initiatives. Dub Kamazam, a soldier at the Bannock, wants you to track down some initiates that failed to appear for training. Perfect timing. I was just looking for a likely lad to track down some twin adder initiates. 3 of our newest recruits that failed to report for training. Exhausted from a month of solid drills, I expect. Considering their current physical state, I rather doubt they've wandered far. Oh gods, please don't mention wild beasts. Or blood. They're fine. I'm certain of it. Just seek out my wayward troops and tell them to report back to me on the double. Splitting shells. Marlin, a serpent at the Bannock, is seeking a volunteer to gather materials used in the training of recruits. Oh there, adventurer. If it's work you seek, look no further. Instructor Maristel needs a volunteer to bring him some bog Yarzan shells for the recruits to practice on. You'll find Yarzans from the river south of here. Once you pry the carapaces from 4 of the creatures, take them to the instructor. Okay. Those don't give me headpieces, though. Population... Okay, if I train in population control, then I'll get a headpiece. I need to go do that, but I think I will go ahead just because, like, we're here. We'll do the things that are here. Just kill these enemies. Or do whatever it needs me to do. A slumbering... Oh, right. I gotta Wake up! Just a few more moments, Mother. Huh? Calm us, Tom. Oh, F droppings. I must be late for trading. Yeah, you are. Where are the others? They could be anywhere in this circle. Also, if you're wondering about when we'll see more bunnies, not for a long time, because they were not added for several expansions. Can you not see I'm attempting to become one with nature? Leave me be, good sir. What? Sergeant Kamazam sent you? Oh, matron's teeth. I better get back before she makes her boot one with my backside. Yeah, probably. Should think about doing that. Where's the last one? I feel like they're gonna be hiding somewhere. Okay, I think this is where the first guy was over here. Where's this last guy at? Okay, we're at the border of the circle. Just kind of gonna follow along it. Where's the third initiate? I thought maybe there's a chance he could be in there. I thought I'd just probably just like travel around the outside edge. You might see him. Because sometimes they like to do that, like they'll put your what you're looking for right at the edge of the circle. Ah, there they are. Oh, bog yarsons. I need to kill these. It said that they were down here. They're also right here. I guess I'll just... Well, there's only one here, but still. These guys are a little bit creepy. I'm not a big fan. But they're whatever. Oh, such a soothing sound. One day, I should build a home by the river. Who are... You said the sergeant's looking for me? How long have I been here? What bell is it now? Stand aside. I must make haste. Okay, bell must be ours. Somebody must have... Oh, probably this Kandro Han. They already killed these bogyards, or somebody else did. That's fine. I can kill these, turn them in, and then... Oh. Thank you, fellow conjurer. They are wielding a small wand and a shield. Conjurers and... I think conjurers still wear shields? It must be, because that was clearly... They cast a healing spell on me. But after Realm Reborn, we'll be down just doing these two-handed stabs. Ah, good. Just time for the other one to spawn back in. Our Realm Reborn was a very experimental phase for Final Fantasy XIV, considering that they had to just basically wipe the previous version of the game from existence and rebuild it, which huge props to them for the work they did. And so there are a lot of things that like they don't really figure out, they don't really get their stride in until like a couple expansions in. The second expansion I think is really where they start to like solidify a lot of things. First expansion improves on a lot. The second one is like, okay, fine-tuning, more or less. Thank you, Yeranthe. All the initiates are now present and accounted for. It's always the same, you know. A handful of recruits invariably lose focus a short while after being assigned to their new unit. That first rush of tension and excitement wears off, and the strain from constant drills begins to show. Reprimanding them is the best solution, though. I have their morale to think about, after all. Still, I think I might give them a quick blast for good measure. What can I say? This is one battle I'm not afraid to fight. Yeah, have you come to train? No. Not a new recruit? Then what? Ah, the Yarzon shells I ordered Marlin to requisition. I see he's earned the delicate authority, if nothing else. Now that I have these carapaces, I can set my troops in specialized drills. They're always adept at hitting a target, of course, but they need practical knowledge of exactly where a monster like the Yarzon is most vulnerable. Thanks to your efforts, I've no doubt they will fare better against the creatures they when called upon. You should be proud of yourself. Both they and the Bannock are safer for your help. I guess I'll take Tree Toad Lakes. That's spell speed. And we are a caster. Alright, let's return back to Gridania. We gotta turn in these quests and go back to the... Most importantly, go back to the Conqueror's Guild. Hey, consider it Oreo? Oh, that's a great name. Not a very good in-universe name. Technically, mine doesn't a good in-universe name either. But it's at least fantasy something. And to consider it Oreo is just fun. Oh yeah, I could have just warped up here. Oh well. Sometimes you gotta just run. Well, well, the fledgling adventurer returns. And none the worse for wear by the look of it. May yet be of use to this nation. On behalf of Gridania, I thank you. Alright, we're gonna get this hempen hat. Storyteller 2! Complete 30 unique quests. Alright, so, here's the thing. Where's the hat? I equipped it. Why isn't it showing? Well, like I said last time, Vera and Hrothgar cannot wear most hats. I mean, we can wear them. We just don't see them. Which is sad. Very sad. But now I could go complete that main story quest. We won't yet. I want to turn in the other two that are here first. And then I'll worry about that. Well, there'll be a little bit more to do first. But we'll get there. Ah, you're back. Did you procure the scarlet oil as I requested? I did. Yes, everything appears to be in order. The ceremony may proceed as planned. I'm grateful to the elementals for delivering you to us. We accept a small token of our appreciation. Is this going to be better than what I currently have? Yes, it is. Oh, I never... Oh, wait. It was level 5, not item level 5. So yeah, I needed these arm guards too. Or maybe I didn't. I don't know. Anyways, leather light bits are ours now. We've got a nice soft uniform now. Welcome back, Yeren Thay. The elementals have told me of your success. By placing yourself in the midst of nature and seeing it with a conjurer's eyes, you've taken your first step along the path to enlightenment. Healing, protection, and destruction. Though our spells vary in function, they all derive their power from the same source. The force is embodied in all creation. By gaining a true understanding Of these, a conjurer may call upon them to manipulate his environment, thereby realizing the state of being that he desires. Yes, yours is a familiar look, the very picture of confusion. Be not disheartened, for comprehension shall come in due time. For now, you must learn to reach out to the forces embodied in each of us. Pray receive of me this hunting log. Within, you find the names of such creatures as would pose a suitable challenge to a conjurer. There is no single path to mastering conjuring, yet should you find yourself needing direction, know the log is there to guide you. Breathe deep, and open your eyes to that which you cannot be seen. Feel the myriad life around you, and draw upon this boundless reservoir of energy. Take upon your cane, and use it to lend that energy form. Go forth, my young conjurer, and be at one with the world. Return to me when you have learned to draw upon the forces around you with the self-same ease you draw upon those within. The next conjure quest will be available from Hyrstmill upon reaching level 5, which we're level 9. Ho ho. And that did unlock the hunt log. The hunting log is a record of your completion of tasks involving the slaying of certain creatures. By completing these tasks, you will earn rewards and unlock new challenges. The log can be accessed via logs found in the main menu or by pressing H on your keyboard. Once the log is open, select a class and difficulty to view the available challenges for that rank. Each class is marked with a class name and number, such as Lancer 01. Below that name and number, you'll find the target, as well as how many of the target you must defeat. Hovering over the target name will display one of the areas to which the target can be located. Targets indicated in your hunting log will have a special icon above their display name, making it easier to look at the creatures. So, let's open that up. The hunt log is great for helping you level. So as we can see here, I need to kill, for rank 1 for conjure, I need to kill 3 little ladybugs, 3 ground squirrels, 3 forest thungwars, 3 mitlings, 3 chigos, 3 water sprites, 3 midge swarms, 3 microchews, 3 serpent swarms, and 3 northern vultures. Most of these we've already killed, but because we killed them before we got the hunt log, it doesn't count. But for killing each one, we'll get a set of bonus experience, and once we kill all 10 things, we'll get even more experience. It's rather nice. There are 5 ranks for our classes here, which not only do we need to complete all the objectives of the previous rank to get, but we get to hit certain levels. There's also a hunt log for each of the starting classes of the game, including Rogue. Rogue wasn't a class that we could start the game with. Rogue was introduced in patch 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, somewhere around then. You can't start as a rogue, but you can switch to one in Limsa Lumensa once you have hit the level where you can start taking on multiple classes, which I want to say is 10. But let's go ahead and off to Hyrstmill because we can do another class quest or job quest here. No, this is a class quest. Different terms, they're similar, not quite the same. Oh, there's an event happening tonight in Limsa. Oh, that's right, there is. I need to remember this with my main, because our alt can't get there yet. Let me just take a quick note. People are doing Christmas events where they're giving away items for just in the spirit of Christmas. Oh no, I'm not going to be home in time for it. I'm going to be at the movies. Dang, well maybe they'll still be going when I get back. Either way, Trial by Earth. Brother Hyrstmill wants you to learn about the element of Earth. It is good to see you again, Yerinthe. At the air of serenity that surrounds you, it is plain you have learned to draw upon the energy of creation. I am glad. It is the wellspring of all our power. Yet the energy of creation is not one thing, but many. And to call upon all without first knowing each is conjuring at its most basic. As part of your continuing education, it is my desire that you now learn about the element of Earth. Here, make your way to Blessed Bud in the North Shroud, and there partake of Hero Nolanel's wisdom. The depth of his affinity for the elementals of rock and soil is all but unique amongst conjurers, and he is a gifted instructor besides. You may be certain of receiving a most enlightening lesson on the subject of Earth. Well, back to the North Shroud we go. We'll do that before we go back to the main scenario, because these class quests are at least... You know what, no, I'm going to say period. Class quests, period, are the most important quests in the game. More important than your main story. Because sometimes you'll learn abilities from these. And you're going to want those abilities when you're out fighting. Some people make the mistake of not doing these quests. And they don't have the tools that they need to help out their allies in dungeons. And I guess since we're here, might as well kill things for our hunt log. They have this this tilted target looking icon above their head. That's how you know which I gotta kill. I like that in, well, I guess you can't see it, but in the chat log down here that's covered up, it'll tell you like what their progress is, which is handy. I do, at least for Conjurer, intend to show off the entire hunt log for Conjurer, like where the enemies are, just kill them all. I'm not going to do that for every other class, though. The leveling for other classes when we get to that point is going to be mostly done off-screen. There'll be a little bit that I might do on-screen, but mostly it's going to be off-screen. Because we don't need to waste our time doing that on camera. And as far as later expansions are concerned, the hunt log is only for a Realm Reborn. Once you kill everything in the level up to level 50, there will be no more hunt log for you. It's so there's like a different kind of hunt system, but it's really not the same, and it actually even exists for a Realm Reborn too, and we'll unlock that eventually. But for now, we're not going to worry about any of that. We're just going to do the hunt log as we find things. And at certain points, I might just, like, specifically look for things. But not currently. I think I would only, like, look for everything here when I'm at the correct level to unlock the next tier. So at level 10, if I wanted to, I can go find everything else. Like, okay, let's go scout them out and kill them. I kind of want to explore first, anyways. You seek here no Linnell. Then seek no more, for you have found it. What can I do for your friend? Ah, so Brother Hyrstmill bid you to come to me to learn the element of Earth. That is well. The power of Earth is a solid foundation upon which a conjurer stands. I could happily lecture you for days on its intricate variations and properties. I rather suspect the busy life of an adventurer would not afford the time required for such extended discourse. Accordingly, I shall offer you an opportunity to experience the qualities of Earth firsthand. In combat. Now, mark me well, Yaranthe, and do exactly as I command. East of here, in the grounds of Tree Speak Stables, there exists a patch of soil that bears the mark of corruption. Seek it out. When you have found the place, reach out to the focus of the Earth's trauma, and attempt to commune with it as all conjurers can. Resentful of your intrusion, the tainted beings that feast unseen upon the energies seeping from the wounded Earth shall then appear. Using the power of conjuring, strike it down, and permit the land a chance to heal. Much of the nature of Earth will be revealed to you during the struggle here and day. I trust you will return to me a wiser man than he who now departs. I hope so. So the elements of the land and whatnot can become corrupted with bad juju, bad energies, and we gotta cleanse it. So over here we have corrupted soil. The tainted Earth Spire. Or Sprite. I think it's using the same attack animation that we are. Unfortunately, we're 4 levels higher than it, so it's having a hard time. Whee! I love jumping from high heights in games. Oh! Okay, you're not a conjurer. You're a lancer. I thought maybe they were in the same quest, but they're not. Welcome back, Yerinthe. The elementals whisper of your accomplishments. How did it feel to confront that embodiment of Earth? To endure its onslaught? Is the crushing power of this element shaken the very marrow of your bones? Corruption occurs when the land's wounds are prevented from healing. In vanquishing the tainted sprite, you permitted the Earth's energies to flow unimpeded, and to nourish the land once more. Can you not sense the strength of the Earth returning? Already, the land begins to heal, thanks to your actions. That field will once again bear bountiful crop. When next you have reason to call upon your art, look back upon this task and that which you accomplished. Experience once more the grinding weight of the Earth's fury, and revel in the memory of life flowing anew through the land you helped restore. With such thoughts, with such thoughts, shall your understanding of nature continue to grow. Sometimes sentences are awkward. I hope you were paying attention, Sylphie. This is when she first appears. I forgot about that. See this adventurer here? Bjorn Thay came all the way from Stillglade Fane, just to hear my lesson. You would do well to learn from his example. If you wish to become a conjurer worthy of the name, you must make an effort to study nature. Do you attend me, young lady? Why should I bother studying nature? I can conjure already. See? You have a rare gift for healing, Sylphie. A wonderful gift. Yet there is more to being a conjurer than... But I don't want to do more. I want to heal. I'm good at healing. You can't make me do those other things. Sometimes I wonder why I even try. Sylphie joined the guild shortly before you came to us. As you yourself just experienced, she possesses a prodigious talent for healing. Indeed, despite her tender years, I know a few conjurers who are her equal in that field. Alas, nature, the very wellspring of her power, holds no interest for the child. When she would by right be learning about the land, she prefers instead to wander it, healing people on a whim. You, in contrast, have been a most attentive student. I have taught you all I know of the element of earth. You may report back to Brother Isumi. Tell him as much. Sylphie is kind of the definition of somebody who is just naturally gifted and then doesn't want to put in the work to train and get better at other aspects. Like, just because you're naturally good at something doesn't mean you can't improve either in your core area or adjacent areas. We'll be learning more about Sylphie and her struggles as we go through the Conjurer class storyline. Which, speaking of, let's go turn on the quest. All of our class quests, at least from level 1 to 50, we will gain the new quests every 5 levels. So depending on how much experience this one gives us, we might already be able to do our level 10 quests, and that'd be pretty cool. If not, it'll probably be right after the main story quest, we can just do it then. Ah, Yerente, you have returned. But tell me, how'd you fare under Nolinel's expert tutelage? Have you delved deep into the earth and felt its suffocating weight, its life-sustaining vigor? Such experiences will serve you well. And have you aught else to report? A fledgling conjurer named Sophie cast healing magic upon you. How kind of her. I must confess to sharing no little frustration with the girl. As you yourself have witnessed, Sophie possesses a natural talent for the conjuring of mending and restoration. Alas, her gifts appear to have blinded her to the need for study, and she outright refuses to learn about the natural world. She knows nothing of the elements of earth and wind, and is quite incapable of conjuring even the tiniest pebble or the faintest breeze. I have tried upon numerous occasions to explain to her that conjurers who are ignorant of the source of their power pose a risk to themselves and others. But all to no avail. Should she continue to deny the debt she owes to nature, and indulge in ever more reckless displays of power, there is every possibility that she will create a dangerous imbalance. Needless to say, I am personally at a loss to how such an eventuality might be prevented. A thought occurs to me, Yerente. It may be that your encounter with Sophie was ordained by the elementals. Should you chance to meet with her again, I ask that you strive to impress upon her the importance of opening oneself to nature's voice. Mayhap she will listen to you. Though we've discussed our wayward young prince's education enough, let us speak instead of one of my more willing pupils, namely, you. The progress you have made does you great credit, Yerente. Though you are yet new to the art of conjuring, you are no stranger to nature's embrace. Considering all that you have learned, I'll help you understand the true significance of these words. Alright, we're going to get some new weapons. Oh, we're getting those by default. We also have to choose one of these other things. So let's see what would actually be an improvement for us. We lose an intelligence, so we get more defense with that. Literally the same thing we already have. Wait, is it? It's just a different color. Literally the only difference. Kind of funny. Bone ring, we've already got. Oh, this would be definitely be an improvement though. +1 intelligence and +1 mind. Or we have copper wristlets, which would not be an improvement at all. I think I'm gonna go with the ring. I don't know if that's actually the correct choice. I don't remember what stat we actually want. Well, this is more defense though. I'm gonna go with that actually. I got the magic stick for... What is that for? Oh, getting level 10. Awesome. Oh, unique items. You obtained the unique item. Since this item is special, you can never possess more than one at a time. Which one is that? Game. I'm getting notification pop-ups in the corner where my inventory is. I guess I can click I. And I have a setting so that the game's music will mute itself if I click out of the game. So that's what's happening there. I might be changing that setting. Look at that! New fit. And since we're level 10, new quest. Trial by wind. Brother Isumiyan wants you to learn about the element of wind. Greetings, Yerente. Each time we meet, the part of conjurer befits you even better. In your previous lesson, you learned about the element of earth. It is my desire that you next become acquainted with the wind. Travel to Full Flower Cone in the East Shroud and seek the teachings of Hero Wolf here
Those scant few years have passed since her coming of age. Wolfew is a conjurer of consummate skill, was able to divine the will of air elementals with uncommon clarity. I can recommend no better tutor for your lessons than the mysteries of wind.
We haven't even been there yet. But we also now have learned Medica, which is a healing over time spell, also known as Regen, and Isuna, which can remove the detrimental stats effect from a target. I'm going to put Isuna up here. I'll keep the rest of these where they're at. Now, they said that quest was in the East Shroud. Okay, which I can get to from there. But since that's level 10... I mean, we are level 10. Our main story quest is a bit behind that. I kind of want to go back to where the main story was first. Well, I don't know. I'd like to have more tools for combat with our class quests. Let's go over to the East Shroud and see where the quest is at, what's all along the way. This way. Romarique, take me to... Wait, how much is it going to take? Oh, it's free. Okay, good. I thought it was going to cost. The East Shroud! Okay, good. There's not much we can do here. It's only our class quest, so we'll just go do that then. We'll just beeline it. Oh, things for our hunt log. Level 11, Northern Vulture. I don't think I'm going to kill anything else on our way to the quest, even if I see them. Considering we're almost at the 2-hour mark. Oh, I need to get out of that. All right. Here's the quest. You must be Yerente. Brother Isumi sent word to expect you. It shall be my pleasure to instruct you on the patterns of gusts and gales. Now, how to proceed? Pray forgive my hesitation. It was but recently that I attained the title of hero, and, well, you're my first student. Ah, yes, I believe I have a suitable task for you. To the east of Sweet Bloom Pier, there's a small spring giving rise to a pool. Go there, and clear the air of the honeybee swarm, which lately took up residence in the area. You seem uncertain. Mayhap you wonder at the connection between my request and the subject of your study? I sympathize, Yerente, but trust me, inexperienced though I may seem, this deed will deepen your understanding of wind. You say so, Teach. I'll trust you. I mean, what else am I gonna do? Here's our honeybee swarm. We open up with arrow, and then we hit him with stone. A lot of stones. Not sure what that was supposed to teach me about wind, to be perfectly honest. Maybe we'll get the lecture when we get back. I'm gonna try and go around the vulture. Oh, it... Really? Okay. Maybe it'll de-aggro when I get over there. Wait, 2? Okay, please de-aggro. Okay, good.
Welcome back. I take it the bees are no more. Tell me, did you happen to notice many of the Vilekins preferred flowers in the air in the vicinity of the spring? I asked, because there were none. Strange then, is it not, that the bees should choose to congregate there? But what has caused this aberrant behavior? Still your mind, and reach out with your senses. Can you feel it? The path of the wind veers from its natural course, sweeping hapless creatures along in its wake. Something is playing havoc with the air currents. Such a disturbance bespeaks corruption. Return to the spring near Sweetbloom Pier and search for pockets of corrupted air. Should you find one, use your powers of conjuring to disperse it.
Will I have to fight an air elemental? Possibly. Or will it be a freebie since we already did a fight? Hey, vultures. Decided not to aggro on me this time. I think it's because they are facing, like, they're... I'm pretty sure they were facing away. Ah, yeah. This is gonna be a fight. This looks funky, honestly. Oh! If you are above the next... This is a level sync duty. Okay. Hang on a tick. This is gonna be a bigger thing. I'm just going to preemptively cast Medica, so we have a passive HP healing over time going on. Medica is great because it's not just doing it from... Oh, no, Medica is not what I thought it was. That's not my... That's an AoE heal, not my heal over time. I had that very wrong. Oh, God! Okay. Okay. Holy bejeebus. Oh, she's helping. Thank God. Well, I should recast arrow. There we go. I wish I had my AoE spell. I'll get one eventually. But I don't have it yet. Ah! Oh God, I'm about to die. Phew. I was not watching my health. Quest battles! When a powerful enemy is readying a special attack during a quest battle, the area of impact will begin to glow. Leaving the glowing area before the attack is initiated will ensure that you do not suffer any damage. If an NPC joins you in a quest battle, he or she will often provide you with hints displayed in a special text box near the top of the screen. Heed their words, and you may just emerge victorious. In addition to the reliving of past events and the understanding of unlearned languages, the Echo, we don't know what that is yet, can provide you with extra strength when a battle turns sour. If you happen to be defeated during a quest battle, when you return for a second attempt, you'll find that your attributes have been given a temporary boost. And now learn about KOs. When your HP is reduced to 0, you are KO'd and rendered unable to perform any action. In this state, you're left with two options. Either return immediately to your current home point, or wait for another player to revive you using an action or spell such as Raise. When in an instance dungeon, you will return to the area entrance. In addition to rendering you temporarily weakened after being raised, suffering a KO also severely damages your current equipped gear. When a piece of equipment's durability reaches 0%, its stats drop significantly, so do not forget to repair your gear regularly. Gear damage through KO is only experienced if you have reached level 10. Ah, beans. KO and certain special duties will also not result in gear damage. Well, let's try that again. We'll do it on normal difficulty. I just have to keep a better out of my health this time. It might also help to like take out the minions. Oh, especially when they die instantly like that. Jesus. Should've done that the first time around. I thought powering through it would be smart. Turns out that's not the way to go. Hey, Wolfew. Wilfew, however you say your name. Wolfew? Something along these lines. There's the raw sludge. I'm gonna throw up a heal. Golden Tongue? I don't like the name of that attack. That's gross. Well done. The wind no longer keens its frustration. Let's return to Full Flower. Kind of hope she would just take us there. If you're wondering what that sound effect was that just played, that means, hey, you got mail. You should go check your mail. We have mail because this is an alt character, and I have things from the game that I've earned. I'll check the mail eventually. I thought about doing it this episode, but then I just completely forgot to do it. I must apologize for exposing you to such danger. The corruption was greater than I anticipated, but it is through such trials that we flourish as conjurers. Now then, Yeranthe, what did you learn as you struggled within the air's grasp? You will doubtless have noticed that wind does not strike with the instant, crushing forces of earth. Instead, it torments one's form, dancing across every surface and leaving 1,000 tiny wounds in its wake. These are the agonies of erosion. Having experienced such pain, you are now intimately acquainted with wind's capacity for patient destruction. No land is a stranger to its power. When you stand under distant skies and feel the wind's familiar caress upon your skin, remember the lessons you'll learn here this day. I suppose I should be grateful that this latest elemental disturbance manifested itself at such an opportune time. Only the gods know what I would have taught you had it not. That the growing frequency of such phenomena begins to concern me. While it is true that the calamity wrought much harm upon the Trollswood, I suspect some other forces at work here. I bid you remain wary, Yeranthe. But enough of these ominous rumblings. I regret to say that your time with me is at an end. Return to Still-Laid Fame and inform Brother Isumi of your newfound mastery. Oh, and be sure to thank him for sending me such a willing first student. Alright, let's go talk to Isumi. We didn't see Sylphie this time, but we'll run into her again. Welcome back, Yeranthe. The elementals inform me
but you have opened your ears to the voice of the wind. That as well. Having made allies of 2 elements, you are well on your way along the path of conjuring. The full comprehension of these forces will only come to you in the fullness of time. Be patient. As you seek to embrace nature more fully, so will nature hold you more fully. They made you study wind? Why bother? You don't need wind to heal things. Whatever those dreary lessons tell you. Conjuring is inextricably bound with nature, Sylphie. That dreary lesson is one you should have learned by now. I assume by your presence here that you have once again abandoned your tutors? You must understand. You persist in casting spells without the proper knowledge. I have all the knowledge I need. My mother never needed to embrace nature to heal, and the people she helped were thankful for her art. I'll learn conjuring the same way she did. Become just as great a conjurer. You'll see. But I didn't come here to argue with you, Brother Isumi. I wanted to tell you that I've discovered how to cast Rays. How? What were you thinking, girl? You know not what you do, what you risk. You are meddling with forces beyond your comprehension. Did you even attempt to use that spell? I will have no choice but to strip you of the name of Conjurer and banish you from our halls. Do I make myself clear? Why must you be so angry with me? It's not as if I were trying to hurt anyone. But that's... Sylphie, my dear child. That is precisely the point. My apologies, Yerinthe. I hope you do not find these constant disruptions distracting. As you have just heard, Sylphie's mother was also a conjurer who was unable to use any spells outside of the sphere of healing. Needless to say, Sylphie seeks to emulate her in every way. It is a rare and wonderful talent to heal without relying on the energies of nature, but such power is not born of true conjuring. With all that we know of the art, it should not be possible for Sylphie to cast rays. I shudder to think what would happen if she tried. I fear my inability to set her upon the true path reflects my own failings as a teacher. Nah, man, some people just don't want to learn. I'm only glad that those same feelings have not hindered you, whether it be with my help or in spite of it. I believe that you will become a fine conjurer. Already, you are blessed with great power, and more shall be yours if you persevere with our art. As indeed, I hope you shall. Yet however much you grow, however powerful you become, remember that ours is the power borrowed, not taken. Before you depart, I would speak with you of one further matter. Thus far, you have completed 3 tasks to my satisfaction. I would officially recognize your efforts by granting you leave to join the other guild. Gridania is home to guilds representing lancers, archers, leatherworkers, carpenters, and botanists. Should any of these paths appeal to you, you are free to seek membership at the associated establishment. I will ask you to bear one thing in mind. While man is given to curiosity and want to explore new paths, only through focus may he attain true enlightenment. Naturally, it would please me most if you place conjuring above other pursuits. Regardless of the path you choose, however, I have every confidence that your deeds will be to the honor of all concerned. Go now, Yerinthe, and seek your destiny. Ever shall the earth meet your footfall, and the wind guide your path. Alright, let's see what we want to get from here. Trying to see like what's the better upgrade, more or less, compared to what we've already got. truthfully, it probably doesn't matter too much. Okay, probably not that. It's probably going to be the head or the gloves. Let's go with the head. We probably still won't be able to see this on our character. But we have it. The armory is unlocked. What does that mean? You have now access to the armory system. Quests to unlock the other classes can be undertaken by speaking to the receptionist from the corresponding guild. There exists myriad disciplines in Eorzea that adventurers can take up. For the most rewarding experience, however, it is recommended you first focus on mastering your current class. Unless you don't like it, in which case, do what you want. You now have access to the armory system. Quests to unlock other classes can be undertaken by speaking to the reception. Oh, wait, this is the same dialogue. Not quite. I was speaking to the receptionist of the corresponding guild. It should be noted, in addition to martial classes, you may also choose to become a disciple of the hand, one who synthesizes items from on-hand materials, or disciple of the land, one who harvests resources from the field. Mastering more than one class is the first step to becoming a well-rounded adventurer. We will work on other classes, just not yet. We will do that probably after we hit level 50 and we complete the Dark Maiden story. But, yeah. Yeah, that's still not a headpiece that we can see. And we have a maple crook now for our weapon. Goodbye, wand and shield. Alright, well, I think that's a good place to go ahead and end things here for today. Next time, we'll continue with the main story. And if I remember to... Oh, okay, yeah, these quests are not showing up now because, like, we can join the different guilds. It's going to be annoying that I'll have to see them on the map, but it's fine. Also, I'm gonna pause our character at the mailbox so that I remember next episode to check our mail. And we'll get some goodies out of that. But with that said, we will be ending things here for today. And I'll see you all next time. Bye, everyone.